Okay guys, so before we leave, I wanted to record another encounters series video for you guys. In my Q&A, I mentioned about that one time at my birthday, or at my one birthday, and I wanted to explain that to you guys. I don't remember what year it was, but I had Chantal, Karen, and Jane over, and we all stayed the night. Well, obviously they stayed the night at mine. And go, oh yeah, I stayed the night at my. Anyways, it was late at night, and we went into the kitchen because we were like really thirsty or something like that, and we went to go get drinks. And I was sitting on the island, and we were talking about something, and Jane mentioned about being mediators, being able to see ghosts and all that stuff. Just in case you guys don't know what a mediator is. And we noticed that there was something in the living room, but you know, it was obviously just whatever. And we were gonna go into the sunken activity room to spend the night, the four of us, because my room was not that big, not like maybe not half of this, but you know, couple feet long. Anyways, and it was like really bloody hot in my room, so it was just way too hot for four girls to try and sleep in it. So we went into the sunken activity room, and it was dark out, all the shades were closed and all that stuff, but all of the windows were open. It was nice and cool in there, but all the windows were open, and we heard footsteps outside. We scared ourselves in doing that. We heard the footsteps and we panicked, and we kind of huddled up against the couch, and we were just listening, and like we were too afraid to go to the windows to try and shut the windows or anything. And we obviously let our minds get away, and we're like, oh, it's my axe murderer, he's gonna kill us. You know, obviously, well, I mean, I guess not obviously, there's no guarantee that it wasn't actually an axe murderer who happened to be walking by the house or something. But, we lived out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's no street lights out there, there's nothing, it's just absolute country dark in the middle of the woods and swamp. Anyways, we heard like shuffling and footsteps and stuff, and so we were frozen against the couch, and we were trying to be really super quiet because it was like 2:30 in the morning or something, and my dad was already asleep, and you know, everyone else was, and we had 4 bedrooms at the time, and my dad slept in a different room than my mom because she snores. So he just kind of said, we'll go over here into my own room then. But so we had to be like extra quiet so we didn't wake him. And we were too scared to move, even though it's like, oh my gosh, you know, something's out there, but we were too afraid to leave the room and get like further from the open windows. We managed to get up the one step, well, I guess it was 2, it's like 1 step and then the up, so 2 steps. Anyways, we managed to get up 2 steps into the bathroom, which was like right there, and all 4 of us went in there, and we shut and locked the door, and we locked ourselves in the bathroom for a good half hour to 45 minutes. One of the girls was like, I'm just gonna sleep in the tub, and laid in the tub like she was gonna sleep, like just like that. And that was when Jane and I had to actually explain to the rest of them about being a mediator and stuff. And we ended up asking one of our followers, which it was one of the ghosts that we see really often, that isn't, you know, like scary or anything. We asked them to check the hallway to make sure that everything was safe out there and stuff. And when the hallway was clear, like, you know, when it was safe, we practically ran from my bedroom and shut ourselves in, even though it was like 95 in that bedroom, and there's 4 of us. 2 of the girls ended up sleeping on the top bunk together, my bunk bed, and the other 2 of us slept on the floor. I mean, we could have slept on the bottom bunk, but whatever. But yeah, so that was quite the interesting birthday. And now that I mentioned about being mediators and the ghostly followers and stuff, I guess I'll have to tell you guys all about that at some point too. So, like I said, I've got a lot of backstories with all this stuff. It's just a matter of, getting it out there. But I don't really want to just, flood you guys with all of these right away, because then I'm not going to have anything for later. Even though there's, probably countless. But, anyways, that's my story of the birthday when we freaked ourselves out so bad that we locked ourselves in the bathroom. Awesome. Oh gosh, we are such weird teenagers.